We're going to be talking about just some really basic getting our hands situated properly. The first thing we're going to start with today is going to be our right hand, or the picking hand, and then we'll move on to our left hand, the fretting hand. So here's the first couple of things you'll want to know about picking. What you're going to want to do generally is some part of your hand generally touches the guitar. Okay? So you'll notice that in this case I'm using my pinky. Some people I've seen, they place all three fingers on there, and they're great players, so I don't think it really matters. Some people I've seen rest one finger, some people I've seen rest their palm of their hand. This is called the bridge, as you know. I've seen people rest their palm on the bridge, or the soft side of the outside of your hand resting on the bridge. Me personally, I generally do that and then also touch a pinky to the guitar. And what happens then is it kind of forces a little more wrist motion from you. If your hand is completely floating, people tend to move their entire arm, and that's not necessarily good or bad, but I think it's just generally known that you want to be playing from your wrist. So by setting your hand on, it just kind of limits your motion just a little bit, and it gives you a little more control, because I suppose if you're moving your whole arm like this, how could you be very accurate on hitting just one string? So that's a general idea. So what you're going to want to do is try out some different ways till you find the way that works for you. Another thing is holding your pick. I generally teach it by placing your pick on your finger like that, with the tip pointing towards your nail. You don't have to play with the tip, you can play with any side of it, I suppose. So you place that towards your nail and just squeeze it down with your thumb, and you're ready to go. So what's going to happen next is you'll just kind of feel out the strings, and I'm just going to go up and hit the 6th string. A real common thing that people tend to do is they stuff their pick way down inside the string, and then they pick away from the guitar, and kind of like this. That doesn't make much sense. What you want to do is just kind of catch the string with just the tip of your pick and play through the string. You want to kind of wind up somewhere on the other side of the string, not out here, through the string. So I'm just going to kind of go through, pick each string individually. You'll notice once again I have my fingers, I'm moving my wrist, and here I go. See, I'm not getting deep into the string. That's going to be real important. One more time. Okay, so and then last but not least, the less you move, the faster you're going to go. So you want to kind of start to refine that down. Just move small. Alright, cool. Now that we've gotten through picking through the strings, I want to make it clear that it's going to be important that you spend your time doing this. If you can't find the string when you need to, then you're not going to be playing like you want to. So go slow, really get to know each string individually, and right where it is. You could even skip around or try anything that you can imagine. Alright? Stick to it, get to know your strings.